Today on Nail School, Greg is going to take you through how to sculpt the perfect coffin shape right now on Nail School.
In this next episode of Nail School, I'm going to be sharing you some insights on how you're going to be executing the perfect coffin shape nail. I just want to let you guys know I've already prepared the natural nail. I've removed the shine, cleansed it, and applied protein bond twice. Now let's get ready for form application. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take this tab, I'm going to place it underneath, and you're going to notice that when I pinch my form, I want to pinch it in a stiletto shape, just like this. See how nice and pointed this is? You can see the very, very front of the form is pinched all the way. All right. What this is going to do is it's going to allow you to build that really long, tapered, square look. All right, so my focus is dead center of her nail. What we want to be able to do is we want to be able to mount it so that it's, again, touching the center. Then we're going to secure it to the side. This is set up for the perfect coffin shape. I'm going to use Cover Pink, and what I want to be able to do is I want to be able to pick up a bead, and I'm going to drain it on my towel before I actually set it to her free edge. Okay. So what I want to be able to do is get a really, really nice bead. I'm going to pick that up. I'm going to drain that on my towel. And what this is going to allow me to do is when I set this down, I am going to be able to stretch this out to the length that I need. And notice that I actually bring it just right up onto the form. I could use the body of the brush to walk it all the way up, flush and tight to her natural nail. Okay, and then notice how I'm actually bringing the free edge in to that really, really tight coffin look, tapering it to the shape of the nail form. If I need to stretch it, I could use the body of my brush to pull towards the front of the nail. And as you can see, I'm going to have, again, a really nice tapered square nail with a squared off tip. So once we've established our free edge, we can now build the body. What I'm going to do is I'm going to get a large enough pearl, and I want to ensure that when we set it to the back of the nail, it's going to be wet. That way it's going to self-level into the cuticle area with perfection. You're going to notice that I'm using the tip of the brush just to walk it to the back, and as everything levels, I'm going to pull from the front of the pearl, leaving a majority of the product at the cuticle area. All right, we have to ensure that everything is going to level this way. We want to be able to level this way, and this way, the least amount of ledges. But what it's going to do is it's going to leave a lot of empty space here. I need to go back. I need to get another pearl. And what I like to do is I like to set my brush backwards. I'm going to blend it into the body. And what we're going to do is we're going to use the body of the brush and walk the excess all the way to the front. And you're going to notice that if there is any space, I could use the body of the brush and continue to walk it up so that it blends flawlessly into the first pearl that we've built. You could always use the brush to brush backwards to make it tight, or use the body to come through. Once it's set, we're gonna wait a few minutes and we're gonna pinch this into a perfect shape. Around the 3-minute mark, you're gonna notice, right, you still have a little bit of flexibility. So I'm using the inside of my thumbs to pinch right here at her edges, and you're going to notice the C-curve, how much C-curve I have at the very, very front. Let's go ahead and remove the form. All right, and you can see what we have. So we have a little excess acrylic hanging off the edges, not a problem. We're gonna use our hand file to shape this into perfection. Okay, so what I wanna be able to do is I have a couple hand files. I wanna be able to season the edges so that I do not cut my customer. You're going to notice the position of the hand file. Okay, it's like, again, it's quite tapered. If I was gonna take two files, you're going to notice how they literally intersect. Right? Like you can see how tapered the free edge actually is from the top. It's really important to make sure that your hand file is literally touching the whole entire side of the nail. This is going to allow us to file a perfect sidewall from this point all the way to this point. And I'm going to do the same thing on the opposite side. Notice how my file is connected to the whole entire side of her nail. My file doesn't open as I'm moving down. My file stays connected as I'm filing straight on both sides. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to make sure that we square off the tip, and you can see how nice and tapered the coffin nail looks. Now, what we want to be able to do to make sure the underside, the lower arch, is perfectly straight is I want to be able to turn the client's hand to the side. And what we're going to do is we're going to line, as you can see, the file parallel to her finger. And this is going to allow us to file up and into the side so that it's absolutely nice and perfect. We want to make sure that her lower arch extends all the way out to the front of her nail. And we want to be able to do the same thing on the opposite side. Connect here, and then file up and in until my hand file is touching the whole entire lower arch. You can see from this profile, show you. So you can see how I'm connected all the way to the very, very front. From this point all the way to the end. And you can see how parallel it is to the finger. So what we want to be able to do now is use our electric file and start from the cuticle area and establish a really, really nice upper arch. Notice how I'm keeping the barrel through the center of the nail as we come all the way down to the very, very tip. You can see from the side profile how I'm able to establish a nice upper arch. Okay, so you can see at this point, I want to be able to file in one direction all the way down the barrel to ensure that my C-curve is going to be perfect, right, all the way through. I want to make sure that this is even from side to side. Okay, last but not least, I want to be able to go around the cuticle area, and what we're trying to do is we're trying to take a lot of the bulk down. There's no reason for me to go side to side. All I want to be able to do is taper down the thickness, and this will allow me to come through the balance of the nail and finish it off before I do my last and final bit with my hand file. I want to be able to use my hand file to take out any imperfections on the surface of the nail. We want to be able to blend the cuticle area as tight as we can so that we don't have any ledges. This is going to set us up for our top gel application. Okay, so what you want to be able to do to make sure that the top is even is you want to be able to look at the client profile so that you're going to be able to square this off and make it absolutely perfect. That way you have it dead perfect even on this side, dead perfect even on this side, and absolutely straight on top so you have sharp edges. Once it's filed finished, we're going to take protein bond and put a nice even coat over the surface. Put this is going to do, it's going to ensure that when we put our top coat over the top, it's not going to chip. I'm gonna cure this out for 60 seconds. We're gonna wipe the dispersion layer off, oil around the cuticle area, and the nail is done.